Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Supriya Sachin. Today we are going to have a very empowering discussion. The guest for today is Naveen Gurusidaya, who is a self-empowerment coach. Naveen has 21 years of corporate experience in domains like information technology and finance. He is also a PhD holder in consumer behavior. Based on his years of experience, research and learning, Naveen has designed a unique program called M4X, the coaching program for empowerment, happiness, and success in life. He has been successfully delivering this program across different sections of society, amongst different age groups, and effectively empowering many individuals and groups of people. Naveen has various coaching certifications like NLP, Group Peak Performance, Accelerated Learning, Memory Coaching and Emotional Intelligence, and many more. Naveen is also a lifetime member of Society for Professional Ethics and Management. Now, without much ado, let's get started with our conversation with Naveen Gurusidaya. Good evening, Naveen.
Good evening, Supriya. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Welcome to the show, Naveen. First of all, thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule of empowering students and the employees, and giving time to talk to this channel and in my show. Thank you so much for that.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for featuring me. I'm glad you chose to invite me for the show, and looking forward for a lot of discussion, empowerment, and looking forward to share whatever I can.
Same here, Naveen. Looking forward to a lot of insights from this conversation. Okay, Naveen, I just want to start with a very basic question. So we all know that you are a self-empowerment coach. So what is self-empowerment according to you?
Self-empowerment is pretty simple, but people find it little difficult to understand. So, in order to answer your question, let me say that whoever wants or believes in self-reliance with the way to go forward in life, that is just achieving their dreams or to solve problems in life, overcome challenges, and get over the situations which can pose a bit of an issue in life. People who believe in themselves, who are self-reliant to make it happen, come what may. Okay, that is self-empowerment. So it's, in simple words, believing our own selves and believing that we are capable of going deep within us and come out with the way to go forward and come out with a solution to a problem. That is self-empowerment. It's as simple as that.
It's more about self-discovering and playing uh, playing a full potential.
Discovery, it's this. I would say discovery comes a little to the side, but
Okay.
here more to do with belief. It's not
Okay,
even
belief.
self-confidence. It's the
Okay.
belief in self that
Okay.
I can do it, whatever it may be. What people do is, as soon as they see a challenge, or no challenge, just like that, people usually develop a habit of relying on somebody else or relying on something else. They can rely on people or they can rely on a system, but they don't rely on themselves, wherein it is very much possible. Okay, any living being, it's possible to be self-reliant, and every living being is empowered. But human beings, we are so pampered by technologies and modern day lifestyle and all of that. Majority of the people usually want something else to do things for them, something else to solve their problems.
Problems for them. Okay.
So we have lost that belief that we are capable and we can do ourselves. Okay, so to just elaborate a bit more, there are two things which happen. As I said, one is when, with the way to go ahead or to solve a problem, we go to somebody else. That's one. Second, we do not come out of the comfort zone. We have lost the mentality of coming out of the comfort zone and going ahead and doing things ourselves. We
Mhm.
are pampered and want everything served in a, you know,
Matter, correct.
a plate. So people who believe that, okay, anything it comes up, it can be a decision or it can be solving a problem. Okay, let me do it first. I can do it. So that's what is self-empowerment, and it's very much possible. All you need to do is believe in yourself.
Believing in yourself that you can do it. Okay. Okay. So, how did your journey of self empowerment start, Naveen?
See, I since the time I've uh, attained wisdom as a teenager, my upbringing has been such. My grandfather, my dad, my mom, all of them have always kind of told me that you do it yourself, whatever it may be. Always do it yourself. Don't tell somebody else. I used to tell my brother, okay, do this for me or do that for me, and so that way I was taught to do stuff myself, simple things in life. So that was my upbringing. But as a teenager, when I got into junior college and then later college and early part of my career, that had become a habit in me that let me try it out first. If I face a challenge and if I face a roadblock, rather, I'll probably ask somebody if they can help me or not. It's not that I'm dependent on them, I'm dependent on myself, but I'm just maybe seeking a helping hand. That was what I've always been in my life, in my deep in my roots. But when I got into the IT industry, I joined as a pre-sales consultant. The job was such that many of the things I had to do with myself and support many of the sales guys. I was into IT sales. I was supporting IT sales guys as a pre-sales consultant. So there also the job demanded that I need to deliver on my own. Sometimes I talk to the technical experts or the product managers, but most of it talking to the customer, understanding their requirements, understanding their pain points, and then delivering a solution. All of that I used to do myself. So this is what I've been. Later, I became a manager, and I used to impart the same to my team members as well, and they used to like it, and nobody had told them before. So this concept of relying on yourself is very strong in my DNA. Two, I've been mentoring and coaching people throughout my life. My relatives, cousins, friends, and of course colleagues and teammates. It so happened that I had to exit my corporate job 15 months back. And when I was looking for some of the interviews, of course, as any individual would do, but I wanted to see if I have a passion and if I can pursue my passion, because many of the movies say, many books say, and the leaders have always said the pursue your passion. So when I kind of sat and thought, what is it my passion that I can make it as my profession? I realized that mentoring and coaching is something which always came natural to me, and it always came easy for me. And as I said, in my upbringing, it was always self-reliance, what I've believed in, and self-reliance has always worked. More than 95% of the times, it has always worked. 5% of the times, I'm dependent on some other system or somebody else. So that met my roots and my passion kind of shook hands. And there I had a realization, or rather a breakthrough, which said that my passion should be my niche and I should get into coaching full time. And when I saw who are we had, when we say empowerment, it's become synonymous with women empowerment these days, right? So then I thought I'll call myself as empowerment coach, but then later the self-reliance part was kept, it kept on ringing a bell in my mind, and I thought it should be my mission to go ahead and empower like at least 100,000 people to become self-reliant, and that's how I became a self-empowerment coach.
Wait, okay, somewhere I think the self-empowerment was ingrained from your childhood, and that continued, that
Yes.
journey continued, and when you exited from the corporate world, it kind of gave a opportunity for you to empower your mentees now.
Exactly. And my passion has been, as I said, mentoring and coaching, because people had given me that feedback. The advice which you give always works for us. Most of the time, it works. I don't know where you come up with the advices, or the suggestions which you give are always practical and easy to implement. So that was natural. So, as I said, shaking hands of both self-reliance, uh, belief or practice, and mentoring and coaching, that became my profession as a self-empowerment coach.
Great to hear that. Okay, Naveen, so we know we met in one of the mastermind sessions, and you told us that you have your own program that you've designed. It's called M4X. So, can you just talk about what is this program all about?
Yeah, sure. See, M4X is empowerment for excellence in full. Okay,
Okay, empowerment.
it's just a logo. M4X is like a
Okay.
brand,
Hmm.
but it's an acronym. Full name of the program is Empowerment for Excellence. I've
Okay.
always believed that whatever we do, we have to do it excellently well, right from a small task or a job to bigger responsibilities. Always aim for excellence. And I was talking about empowerment, right, when I was answering your previous question. So I blended these two and came up with this program named Empowerment for Excellence. Empowerment for Excellence has many aspects in it, which helps people become self-reliant. As I said, okay, we have this program has aspects like peak performance and memory enhancement, stress management, time management, emotional intelligence. It has bit of NLP as well. It is NLP is neuro linguistic programming, and how to become really strong by adopting some of the ancient methodologies like Vedas, right? So what I did was, when I was pursuing my passion and coming up a lot of certifications. So I'm certified in all of this. Emotional intelligence, memory coaching, and Vedas for life transformation, and NLP as well. So I saw that each of them have their own benefits. Okay, each of the concept, everything is a proven concept. They have their own benefits, but if we try to follow one, we might be losing out on the benefits of the others. So what I did is I started blending in the best of all of these. Okay, wherein with this program, a person whoever takes it up can go deep within. Okay, find out the core values which are there, that can be a part of their upbringing or the experience they've had there in their life. It's got to do with what are the negative thoughts which has always pulled them back and made them incapable. Even though they were capable, they always thought, let's say if somebody wants to run a marathon, they think that no, I can't run a marathon, I'm not game for it. Or somebody has an aspiration of becoming a vice president or a CEO, there's these thoughts like, no, you are not a leadership material. Okay, some experiences might have happened in their childhood or some bad memories which would be pulling them. So this program helps unearth all of those negativities and then come up with positive affirmations which can change their whole world and it can change their life. Okay, and it's these, Supriya, you might be seeing there a lot many affirmations out there, but the methodologies, what Empowerment for Excellence has is, we the participant comes up with the relevant affirmations which are directly in connection with or directly related to the negativities which they have in life. Let's say there's a particular line which you liked, but that might not be your affirmation. Your affirmation might be something else. So what this program does is carves out the negativities, helps them come out with the relevant affirmations which will tune their brain in the next 3 months. Okay, we have methodologies and practices, proven practices, and scientifically proven practices, let me say that, which will tune the brain to become that, whatever the affirmations are saying in the next 3 months. Okay, so with that, with the core values being there, with the positive thoughts which have empowered the participants being there, they go all out to create a success attainment framework, their own success attainment framework. So your framework would be different than my framework, and somebody else's framework might be different. So we'll have to come up with our own customized framework for success. We can't be just following some sutras or concepts which are generic in nature. I'm talking about specifics to each and every individual.
So one size fits everyone concept will not apply here.
No, because everybody is different. Your upbringing is different than my upbringing. Okay, you're a different personality. You have your own traits, your own characteristics, and so are mine. So this program makes the person go deep within them, their own self, and find out what actually they are. Okay, it's a major revelation they get. And that revelation leads to breakthroughs, which they were like, I've seen people saying, I did not know I could do this. I did not know this would mean so much to me. Those were the results of people who have successfully completed. Of course, whoever takes up my program, my completion rate has been 100% so far, touch wood. So there not been any dropouts. So at the end of it, they come up with their own success attainment framework. It's not a success formula. Success formula is just one liner. I'm talking about a big proper framework, which can, even if they face problems in their life, they can take out the part of that particular framework and try to solve this problem and then move ahead. With that, they become an improvised person of themselves. And what is being said usually 2.0, right? You 2.0, you become a better version of yourself. Of course, it's become a cliche, but that certainly happens in my program.
Okay. So your program, if I can summarize, it's the right mix of ancient wisdom, because you said Vedas, plus the modern methodologies, right? Wherever required.
Yeah, emotional intelligence, NLP,
peak performance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Memory enhancement, all of this.
Oh, okay. Great, Naveen. So it's so basically M4X it combines so many methodologies, and you customize it based on the needs of your mentees. Customize the framework based on the needs of your mentees.
Based on the needs, and more importantly, based on the individual personality characteristics and traits.
Okay.
That's how it works out really well, because it's highly personalized and customized. It becomes like that. It's not that in this program I do not tell people. I'm not a trainer, right? I'm a coach. So I don't tell people you need to do this, you do that. The system is such that people start having an internal dialogue with themselves. They start talking to themselves. They have a conversation with their inner voice, and that comes out, which makes a better version of themselves.
Okay. Naveen, I was actually going through your website about your M4X program, and I was very, very curious about the logo that you put there. It looks a bit mythological. So what does that logo actually signify?
Okay. Actually, it's a mascot of my program.
Okay.
The logo is Naveen Gursidaya only, which you will see on the top of the website, left side top corner. But yeah, I'm glad that this particular image, which I call as mascot, caught your attention. This is a image of Ekalavya, who is aiming for empowerment. Okay,
Okay.
so you might ask me why Ekalavya aiming for empowerment.
Exactly.
If you
That's
know,
that was my next question. Yeah.
right? So all of us we know Mahabharata, right? And in that Ekalavya, he became the ace archer, the number one archer in the world, by going deep within himself. He did not need a guru or anybody, but we know that he made a statue of Guru Dronacharya and believed him to be a guru. But we know, for all practical reasons, even though it's mythology, that he went deep within and he mastered the art. He became so much so that he shook Dronacharya when he displayed his skill, right? So that means to say that we have the power within. We are already empowered. All we need to do is go deep within and then aim for it. So we will certainly reach success and become happy and contented in life. That's the whole idea, the story behind the mascot, Supriya.
Okay. Okay. So it's go deep within and then empower yourself. So that's what the mascot means.
Yeah, and the tagline in my website also says the same thing, right? Get deep within, get empowered. And the mascot is also giving the same message.
Oh, okay. Got it now. Okay. So Naveen, in our conversation, you were mentioning that during your corporate failure, you had coached few of your peers and colleagues. So earlier they were not aware, like being self reliant could actually, uh, you know, uh, how do I say that? Being self reliant can self empower themselves. Can I call it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do unless we get a coach or a mentor, we will not know that, okay, I was missing this thing in my life. So, how does someone know that they need a coach or they need a self empowerment coach, to be more precise?
But a very good question, Supriya. I'm glad you asked me that. See, in today's life, most of us are either like when we talk about students, employees, and business owners, they are the ones whom I empower. You're right. They are my people who are suitable for self empowerment. So, what happens is these people are victims of today's challenges and pressures, which is out there in the world. Okay, and they keep facing challenges every day. Even I face challenges, and I am sure you will also agree that you face challenges. Challenges in the sense they need not be like a paramount peak or something. It can be small challenges which can cause that irritation, that cause that discouragement in mind. So what happens is people become victims of these challenges and find it very difficult to overcome, and they give into negative emotions which can harm their personality and which can harm their life, because the loved ones or their close ones are also affected. It can be people who are working in the same team in office and the family. Okay, so what happens is either we rush to somebody when we are finding something difficult in life, or we give into negative emotions. What are the negative emotions? Primarily is anger. Other one is fear, anxiety, frustration, depression, disappointment. These are the ones which we usually see. So we are not going deep within. We are going either to these emotions, negative emotions, or to somebody else, and we are highly dependent on them to help us out or take us out of that situation. Okay, so it becomes really key for us to understand that these two will not work. Okay, but people again fail. So what, they are blindfolded, okay, by underestimating themselves. Because of these experiences in life, they are blindfolded, and they, as I said, my program also unearths the negativities, right, or those hindrances which has always pulled them back. they again give in to them and start underestimating. I can't do it. I don't think I'm cut for this. All right. Then what are the other things? People usually become victims of bad habits. People become really they become prey to all unwanted aspects in life. Okay, they might start smoking or drugs and even overconsumption of alcohol, so on and so forth. They start getting isolated. So it's not that only these people need self empowerment, but what I'm saying is through my empowerment for excellence, or even by people understanding or believing in themselves that they can do it, they need not have to fall into all of these bad unwanted stuff in life and this unwanted darkness. Okay, every time a challenge comes in, every time they are given a task or a responsibility to go ahead in life, it can be exams or assignments or projects to students. For employees, it's their day-to-day office work and also managing the responsibilities at work. And for business owners, the prime responsibility of running the business in profit. All of these, they are part and parcel of life. But what happens? People, again, as I said, become victims of negative emotions, become blindfolded, underestimation, and finally start seeing failure. And they get this sense of no accomplishment in life, right? So these are extreme cases. And simple cases, whoever, they have said that, okay, now I have come this far, I have achieved so much, but I want to achieve more. I want to see a better version of myself. I want to improve. Okay, they are very close towards self empowerment because they think they can certainly do it, but they wouldn't know how to go about. So both cases, the simple ones and the extreme ones. Self empowerment coaching through empowerment for excellence, as I said, takes them deep within and makes them realize some important true facts about their own selves. Get those real important realizations and awesome breakthroughs, which will be like, they're like, oh my God, this was there with me, within me all the while, and I never had the time, or I never made an opportunity. I never had the opportunity, never made an attempt to look at this side of me, which is much more powerful than what I am on a regular basis or what I am on a daily basis. So, such cases, I would be, in fact, why I'm saying such cases is I've coached more than 20 so far, and I've seen a variance of the simple ones to a complex ones. And everybody has got same results. They have become better versions of themselves. They are now more capable to run successful businesses, launch new businesses. So people who want to go ahead in life and not be bothered by modern day challenges, for them, self-empowerment will be a lot helpful. And they'll not become victims of all those unwanted negative emotions. Not at all. I was a bit of a short-tempered guy few years back, but when I applied all of these concepts to myself, I saw that it works. So whatever I am coaching people, I've gone through it myself. That's how I can say that I am a coach. So these aspects get covered through self-empowerment, and people grow really well to achieve peak performance in their lives by becoming better versions of themselves.
Okay. So I think after listening to our conversation, I'm sure you would have impacted a lot of lives. And I was actually going through a lot of testimonials of transformational stories of your mentees. So as a coach, is there any instance when a mentee of yours would have come back and thanked you, and you would have felt, oh my God, I think this journey as a coach was really worth it? Would you like to recall and talk about any such instance?
Oh yeah, there are quite a few, but due to availability of time, in the best interest of time, probably I would like to quote two such examples, which are, one is the video testimonial is there, the other one it's there on Trustpilot, who has given a very good written testimonial. So first case was this girl who came, she was doing her MBA in US, and she came to visit her parents in India just to take a break because she finished her 2 semesters and there was a break. She was doing her MBA first year she finished and came here for like a month or so. It so happened that COVID struck and she couldn't go back. And she became a victim of negative emotions. She became really frustrated because her parents had told her not to come back, finish her studies and then come, but she was missing home and all of that, and she came. And life was going haphazard because she didn't know what to do, because even her university in US, they did not know what to do because no one has seen these times, right? And one of her other friend recommended Empowerment for Excellence because she had done it earlier, like few months back. She said, since there is lockdown and Naveen does everything online, so why don't you attend this? She she was a very good participant. In fact, she was coming up with those revelations real well. But I'll tell you what happened later. When the lockdown was lifted in India and the air travel started opening up wee bit, at that time she was at a point to take decision whether to finish it. She was given two options by the university, whether to go there and finish it or be here and take a smaller degree or something like that. So she felt so empowered that she took the right call, and she was confident that the decision she is making is the right decision. She convinced her parents, and she also convinced her well-wishers that I will certainly take this travel in spite of the risk involved. I'll go there, I'll finish my degree and come back. This is one. And second, she faced a lot of challenges. Even when she had to book the ticket, she was not getting frustrated because the tickets were not available. And she said that if it was earlier times, I used to get frustrated just because the tickets are not available. I used to get frustrated. I used to say, okay, it's fine. Tickets are not available. Let me do something else, which will make me travel. And when she got the ticket, when she traveled, she faced a lot of problems. Of course, these times traveling overseas is a big difficulty. She lost her luggage. And her friends used to tell her, she reached there and she called me on a weekend to tell how she could see that she has transformed herself. When she lost her luggage, her friends couldn't believe it's the same person because it had happened 1 year back. Somebody else had lost the luggage and she had, lost her mind and had a fight with the crew and all of that. But this time when she lost her own luggage, she was calm and she was composed and she just let it pass. 1 hour later, the luggage came to her and her friends were like, I can't believe, what did you do? Right? And she said all of this happened only because of Empowerment for Excellence. Otherwise, I would have still been the old person, angry, losing my temper at small things. So that's one case wherein she's taken and she's doing really well in her studies. So she'll be coming back or finding a job that she'll again take a call on that. The other person is this lady. She recently finished her batch. This was like a week back. And when I asked her to write a testimonial, it's available. People can see Naveen Gursidaya Trustpilot. If they do it, if they hit this search on Google, they'll get this, all the testimonials which are there on Trustpilot. This lady by name Mukta, the earlier person, her name is Chinmay, and the other person who finished recently, her name is Mukta. She said she was reborn. Okay, there was some health problems and family problems which she had in her life, which was making her convert into a different person on the negative side. Okay, which was affecting her relationship in the family and also her ability to do things well. It was even, she was not able to even think in the right frame of mind, which she could do earlier. These problems had impacted her real bad. During this program, she had a breakthrough during one of the activities that she is a helper. She has a very good helping nature. Whoever is in need, she goes and helps. Even that she couldn't do, and that was adding to the frustration. But later, when she was doing the activity, she realized it took her back in her memory, wherein as a teenager, she had fainted in college, and she had fainted for an hour, and her classmates and everybody had taken to the hospital and taken care of her. They had helped her recover, and she came back to senses. And she said that this was a breakthrough which had made her a person as a helper because of this incident which happened long time back. And she did not know why she was a helper, and now she got to know herself really well, that she helps people because somebody had helped her in critical juncture in life. That was one. The second thing what she said, which she in that statement, in her testimonial, she said, I was reborn. As in, she knew what are her core values, which are there, which have been driving her on the opposite side of life. As in, I said that she had become a bad person, even in family and relatives and also colleagues. This program made her know what have been there right from her childhood, and she never explored it. Okay. And this program also revealed that she has a lot more capabilities. I told you about those relevant affirmations, right? So it helped her unearth all those negativities, all that pollution which was there in her. She used the word pollution. And she was able to get rid of that. And today, and that started happening. Her husband, her son, they started telling it that she's changed. She's not the same person who they saw every day since last 6 months. And that was giving her a lot of happiness. And she was contented that she's becoming a better person. And if she carries on like this in life, she can accomplish what all she wants. And also, she took a decision to undergo a particular treatment to get rid of her health issue. So that also, she said, this program helped her take that decision. So all these testimonials are out there in the online field. One, Chinmay's testimonial is there on my website. Mukta's is there on Trustpilot. So you can certainly go and take a look. And this is what I thought I'll share in order to answer your question, Supriya.
Yeah, thanks for sharing those stories, Navin. I think it somewhere helps to mirror our emotions as well. I think some point of time we also commit the same mistakes, be it anger or fear. So Navin, so just to summarize on the stories, what you said right now. So it's more like the challenges are always there and it will continue to be there. But self-empowerment is all about how you deal with the challenges. Correct? So on your own, I think that's what that makes a difference.
Correct. That's true. That's very true. Because do not become a victim of the comfort zones. Okay, comfort zones. Who doesn't want to come out of the comfort zone, Supriya? When we look at it, given a choice, if it is an easy choice, we would certainly prefer to be in the comfort zone. But the realization that I'm in a comfort zone, and we telling ourselves that let me get out of it. Okay, get rid of the resistance to come out of the comfort zone. There are two human beings. One is a normal human being, the other one is a mature human being. Okay, a mature human being will tell himself or herself that let me get out of this comfort zone. Let me see what are all the abilities which are there hidden in me, pull them out and become a better person and help in creating a better world around. That's what people need to do, and it's very, very easy.
Okay. Navin, I think we had a insightful conversation till now. So before we wind up, any tips or any methodologies an individual can implement in their own life to become self-empowered?
Okay, there are many methodologies, but Let me pick one. Let's say I've been talking about even my participants giving testimonials about decision, right? When it comes to many of us will have to take decisions, always small decisions and medium ones or even large ones. Okay, we have to, before we take a decision, we have to ensure that we are in a good state of mind. Never ever take decision when you are in a bad state of mind. Bad state can be any of those negative emotions which I've been telling: anger, frustration, disappointment, all that. Okay, if you are in that, get out of that and then take a decision. Okay, that's one. And it's very simple to take. If you said tips or tricks, right? So consider two things before taking a decision. When we take decision, we have choice A and choice B. Just consequences if you go with choice A, and what are the consequences with B. Okay, and then how do you feel if with those consequences, if you go with A, and how you feel, the feeling, is it good, is it bad, is it positive, is it negative? Okay, so somewhere you will be able to realize, okay, if this consequence is good and I feel nice, and this consequence can harm somebody else, even though it can benefit me, it can harm somebody else, and that makes me feel bad. So consider these two aspects when you have to take a decision. Then I can ensure you, I can guarantee you, you will certainly take the right decision. But before you go with the consequence and the feeling, you have to be in the good state of mind. So these three things, if ensured, then trust me, you will take real beautiful decisions in your life which you'll never ever regret.
Thanks, Naveen. Thanks for that suggestion. I think, yeah, I think most of us miss out on that. We just ignore the state of mind we are in and take hasty decisions. And that's why we end up facing a lot of consequences.
Yeah. And also regret.
Regrets, correct. Correct. Okay, Naveen, any suggestions on some books that we can read with respect to self-empowerment?
There are quite a lot of books out there. There's one particular, I was talking about NLP and emotional intelligence, right? Michael Goldman is a master of emotional intelligence, and there are quite a few books which he has written. And there's this book by Charles Faulkner on NLP. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's another book which can help you understand the simple concepts of life. So that's got to do with the Western concepts of emotional intelligence and NLP. But there are many books which are simplified, which are having a simplified version of the Gita and Vedas. Okay. Mm-hmm. What is NLP and emotional intelligence? This all is there in the Vedas and in the Bhagavad Gita. The same thing went to the Western world and came back with a different name in small portions, right? Mm-hmm. But if I had to tell you, okay, go read the Vedas, all the 4 Vedas, and read Bhagavad Gita, it can get quite overwhelming because everybody of us have a job or a business to take care of. But there are few books out there. Okay, it's there on Kindle, or it's available even freely online. Modern day Bhagavad Gita for modern day. No, it says Gita for modern day. Sorry, and it also says Vedas for life transformation. There's a book. I forgot the author name. So if you go and search these, they're small books of around 150-200 pages. You can read them as well. So whenever you get time, just try and read. You need not have to read books. If at all somebody doesn't have time, you can read articles on these concepts. And these have been part of my research. That's why I'm saying you need not have to dig really deep or spend a lot of money in buying books. It's out there. The information on the net is infinite, as we know. So certainly these are some of the books, and also a lot of articles which are there. I would encourage people to take a look at those that content as well. That can help a lot in becoming closer to these concept of self-empowerment. Else, you can certainly visit my website naveenguru.com. I have put in a lot of blogs, a lot of videos which are there. I have my own podcast channel. You can listen or watch or read these digital assets as well.
Oh, thanks. Naveen, if someone wants to reach out to you and if someone is interested to take up the Informix program, so how do they reach out to you? How should they connect with you?
It's pretty simple, Supriya. Thanks for asking me that. Uh, Please visit my website naveenguru.com. It's naveenguru.com, and I would request you to kindly take a look at the content which is there. And people who want to book an appointment with me can go to the contacts page, and there's a Calendly link, and people can book a half an hour slot. There's no charge or anything like that. It's just for discussion, and that also helps me in analyzing the person as they are. So click on the Calendly link and book a suitable time which is convenient to you, and I'll get an email. This Calendly link will ask for some of the details, and I'll get an email, and we can fix up a schedule as chosen by the visitor, and I will be happy to discuss and help.
So thank you so much for that information, Naveen. Okay,
Thank
Naveen,
you.
yeah, I think it was an insightful and empowering discussion for last 30 to 45 minutes. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you empower more and more lives, more transformational, and I am waiting to read a lot of inspirational stories on your testimonial site as well. So, and I think one of the books you suggested, Vedas for modern day or something. I think I am one of those who wants to read the ancient wisdom or the ancient books, but we keep giving excuses to ourselves as no time. So thanks on those suggestions about the books as well. So thank you so much. Yeah, Naveen, please.
I just wanted to make a mention that I do put in posts on Instagram every day about Veda. It's called Ved Era Musings. Okay. And these are some of the extracts from the Vedas.
Mm-hmm.
So people can subscribe to my Instagram profile, which is again Naveen Gurusiddhaya. People can also like my Facebook page, and I go live every day from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. India time on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and also on Instagram. Whichever platform they like, they can come and join my live sessions wherein people come, they share their comments, they ask me questions, and it's an interactive discussion happening there, which are all on self-empowerment and topics related to the same. So I would request people who are watching this episode to come and be a part of those sessions, which will be a lot of enlightenment happening. So that's also another way of meeting me virtually. Apart from that, you can certainly book a meeting, as I already said.
Oh, okay. So thank you so much, Naveen, for that information as well. So thank you once again, Naveen. It was a wonderful conversation. So I hope this conversations leaves so many people who are watching this to actually take a step back and think that if they can be self-reliant, to be self-empowered. Thank you so much, Naveen. Looking forward for more such wonderful discussions with you.
Thank you so much, Supriya. I truly appreciate your intent of conducting this episode, which give me a lot of opportunity to discuss all those aspects. Thanks to you for asking such beautiful questions, which made me come up with all the inputs. I hope all of them are valuable and all people are able to resonate. So thanks to you, truly.
Definitely, Naveen. It was very, very useful for all of us. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.